You were the good guy. You paid the bills, you took out the trash, you said, "I love you" every night, you did everything right. Then she cheated. And the worst part? She looked you right in the eye and didn't even shed a tear. No guilt, no shame. She acted like you were the problem. Today we're going to break down the cold, hard truth that most men can't handle. Why women can cheat and feel absolutely nothing bad about it. This isn't about blaming you, it's about showing you the hidden mind trick she plays on herself to clear her conscience. This is the simple, real-world psychology behind why your loyalty means nothing when her mind has already checked out. Once you understand this, you won't be confused or hurt, you'll be protected. You've been there, man. You look at her, you see the coldness, you see the lack of regret. She's sitting there, maybe packing her bags, maybe just scrolling on her phone, and she doesn't look like a person who just tore your world apart. She looks peaceful. And you think, how can she do this? How can she not feel any pain, any guilt after all we built? Every man thinks guilt is automatic. We think if someone does a bad thing, they have to feel bad. But that's a lie that women tell themselves and that you let yourself believe. The uncomfortable truth is that she cheated without guilt because she first cheated on the relationship in her mind. The act was just the last step. By the time she slept with someone else, she had already convinced herself she wasn't really with you anymore. This isn't about being complicated. This is about simple mind tricks she uses on herself to clear her conscience. This is the simple, real-world psychology behind why your loyalty means nothing when her mind has already checked out. Once you understand this, you won't be confused or hurt. You'll be protected. You've been there, man. You look at her, you see the coldness, you see the lack of regret. She's sitting there, maybe packing her bags, maybe just scrolling on her phone, and she doesn't look like a person who just tore your world apart. She looks peaceful. And you think, how can she do this? How can she not feel any pain, any guilt after all we built? Every man thinks guilt is automatic. We think if someone does a bad thing, they have to feel bad. But that's a lie that women tell themselves and that you let yourself believe. The uncomfortable truth is that she cheated without guilt because she first cheated on the relationship in her mind. The act was just the last step. By the time she slept with someone else, she had already convinced herself she wasn't really with you anymore. This isn't about being complicated. This is about simple mind tricks she uses on herself. If she feels bad, she has to admit she's a bad person who hurt a good man. So she chooses a different story. She chooses a story where she is the victim and you are the reason she had to go looking for something else. That's the key to the no-guilt cheat. If you're tired of being confused, tired of having your loyalty thrown back in your face, and ready to learn the simple, raw psychology that explains her cold heart, then you need to commit to this channel. We talk about the real stuff that helps men get strong. Hit that subscribe button right now. Don't let her excuses be your reality. The first reason she feels no guilt is she already quit the relationship. Listen, before she touched another man, she already left you in her head. This is the mental divorce no one talks about. She didn't wake up one morning and decide to cheat. She woke up 6 months ago and decided she wasn't happy, and then she decided you weren't the man she needed. She stopped seeing the relationship as us and starts seeing it as me stuck with him. Once she decides the relationship is dead, the rules of loyalty died too. Cheating then isn't a betrayal of a sacred promise, it's just a way to move on, to start her new life, or to get something she feels she's owed. Look at Robert. Robert was a great provider, but he got lazy. He stopped working out, stopped planning dates, and let his wife, Lisa, take charge of everything. Lisa felt like she was raising another kid, not sharing a life with a strong man. Lisa started getting distant. Robert, confused, just worked harder and bought her gifts. Then she cheated with her personal trainer. Robert was destroyed, but Lisa felt no guilt. Why? because in her mind, Robert had stopped being her partner months ago. He became a roommate and a wallet. Her cheating wasn't leaving her husband, it was trading up a lazy roommate for a man who made her feel excited again. She had already signed the divorce papers in her head. The second reason she feels no guilt is she makes you the villain so she can be the hero. This is the biggest mind trick. She cannot feel guilt if she believes she was forced into cheating. She tells herself, he ignored me, he got too soft, he didn't make me feel pretty anymore. She builds a case against you inside her own head. She uses your real mistakes, being passive, being too nice, getting comfortable, as the rock-solid foundation for her excuses. Think about David. David was too available. He was always texting, always asking how she felt, always dropping his plans for her. He was treating her like a fragile vase. When he found out she cheated with a guy who barely gave her the time of day, she looked at David and said, "I cheated because you smothered me. I couldn't breathe. I needed a man who had a life." See what she did there? She took his effort, being available, and framed it as a crime, smothering. She didn't feel guilt because she convinced herself that his lack of a strong frame, his weakness, made her act out. She was just a poor girl looking for air. Her cheating became a survival move, not a betrayal.
This is a deep dive into the ugly truth. If you realize you've been letting a woman make you the bad guy in her story, and you're ready to learn how to keep your own frame strong so she can never use that excuse, then you need to stick with us. We are building men who are powerful. Subscribe to this channel right now and turn on the bell. Don't miss the next lesson that will protect your heart. The third reason she feels no guilt is the craving for new excitement overrode the commitment. Your job as a man is to give her security, but your job as a masculine man is also to provide a dose of challenge and excitement. When you become too safe, too predictable, and too easy to control, you starve her primal desire for thrill. She feels safe, but she feels dead inside. And that craving for feeling alive, that intense need for the spark, the chase, the new, can feel more urgent than her commitment. Here's another story, a simple one. Take Alex. Alex was a great family man. He loved his wife, cooked for her, was always home. But he became a total homebody. He stopped going to the gym, stopped seeing his friends, stopped having any life outside the living room. His wife, Sarah, started cheating with a guy she met hiking, a guy who was totally unreliable, lived in a small apartment but was always on an adventure. When the truth came out, Sarah told Alex, "You're a good man, but you were boring. I felt like I was suffocating in our comfortable life." She didn't feel guilt because her brain told her she was chasing life itself, not another man. She sacrificed the commitment for the craving. Her desire for that thrill, that feeling of being chased and challenged by the unreliable guy, was stronger than the comfort you provided. Your good treatment became a psychological flatline. Her lack of guilt comes from the twisted idea that she was trying to save herself from boredom, not destroy your life. She chose the high of excitement over the low of guilt. So what's the takeaway? You can't control what she does, but you can control what she thinks about you. You must stop making yourself the easy option. You must be the man whose life is so full of purpose, whose frame is so strong, and whose boundaries are so clear that she never has the chance to mentally check out. If you let yourself become soft, predictable, and too focused on her happiness instead of your own job, you are handing her the exact excuse she needs to cheat without guilt. Your strength is her anchor. Your weakness is her ticket out. You need to remember this. A woman can only feel guilt if she respects the man she is hurting. When she loses respect for your strength, she loses the capacity to feel guilt over your pain. This is the kind of truth that hurts, but it's the only truth that will set you free. If this message woke you up, if it made the confusion disappear, don't let this new strength fade away. We are a community of men learning to be strong for ourselves. Subscribe to this channel now and hit that bell. You need to protect your mind, your frame, and your future from being destroyed by these simple mind tricks. Become the man who is too strong to be cheated on without regret. That is your only real protection.